Colonel West, welcome back.
Good to be with you.
Tell us about 2020 and the upcoming election.
Well, when I think about 2020, I think about Karl von Clausewitz, and he talked about the fog of war, and you really are in a very murky situation. There is one constant thing that we do understand, is that there's a clear delineation between two different philosophies of governance. You have constitutional conservatism, which believes in individual liberty and freedom, our free market enterprise system, strong national security, but then you also have progressive socialism that believes in wealth redistribution, nationalizing economic production, creating and expanding a welfare nanny state. It's a very clear choice. But the thing is that what makes it so murky is that the whims, the everyday whims of the American people, and how they can be so easily manipulated by a very complicit media. And so all of a sudden you have this monkey wrench thrown in with the impeachment, no telling what other dog whistle that the left and their media accomplices will come up with in 2020, because they know they cannot win on the merits of their philosophies and their policies and their ideological agenda.
Well, let's start with the political parties, because you said there's a clear distinction, clear delineation. Did you ever imagine that the Democratic Party would move this far to the left?
No, in your wildest dreams you would never have thought that, but you could see that trend happening. I remember when I was up in Congress and you sit there and you listen to these members of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, and you would say, where are they're getting these ideas from? Well, they're getting them from Karl Marx and the Communist Manifesto. They're getting them from Saul Alinsky and the Rules for Radicals. But now you don't have to try to convince people who they are anymore, Kevin. They are telling you exactly who they are.
10 years ago, if you looked at a Democrat congressperson or someone running and you said, you're a socialist, they would deny it, they would back up, they
absolutely.
would get mad at you, they might even sue you for slander. Today they're embracing it.
Well, when I was in Congress, I was asked at the town hall meeting up in Jensen Beach, Florida, about whether they're socialists or communists on Capitol Hill. I said, absolutely. I said there's 75 to 80. You start with the Congressional Progressive Caucus and look at some of the others. They had a meltdown. I mean, MSNBC and everyone. But then I just brought up some of their policy initiatives. I said, what does this sound like? And now today, like you said, you have people that are coming out and admitting that. When you have Ilhan Omar at a rally for Bernie Sanders, an avowed, communist or socialist that, honeymooned in the Soviet Union, coming out and saying that this election in 2020 is about fighting against Western imperialism. Are you kidding me? And this is a sitting member of the United States Congress talking about, they are running against Western imperialism. What happened to the oath that they supposedly took to the Constitution of the United States of America? And I think that is going to be a very troubling issue as we go forward in 2020.